What's up, everybody? We've got the Friends Groove in here. It's the Dream Team Podcast, episode 5. And we've all got our beverages ready because we are going to be seeing what trouble we can get into this evening. We got a lot of YouTube stuff to cover. We got a lot of real life stuff to cover. And of course, some games. And as we get the bevs going, those are going to get pretty wild a little bit later tonight.
Why do people talk about dreams, dream matchups? Dream Opportunities is about imagining what you want things to be like. If only the setting were just right.
None of us will ever forget.
The characters, just right. The timing, just right.
I don't think you can ever do that again, at no point in time.
If only it could all be the way you might have dreamed it up yourself.
People perceived us as being superheroes.
We became a team, and that team just stomped on everybody.
This never happened nowhere.
Figured eventually there'd be a movie made about the Dream Team.
This group may well be the greatest team ever assembled in the history.
I wanted to kind of start things out and talk about the week that all of you have had because, one, Hot Sauce, you started off the week on vacation. And I say that because we interviewed Evan like a week ago Tuesday. So it's been a while since we've gotten together.
It has. Yeah, no, with COVID last year, I usually like to take my daughters on, we go camping a handful times a year, but I like to go on at least one vacation a year. And we haven't done that outside of like camping, but we did camp, but we went to Lake of the Ozarks. I've never been there before. We were there for 5 days. It was a 7-hour drive, and I was planning, even though I was on vacation, I was still planning on making content. I got Verizon, and, the commercials, you got service everywhere. That's a lie. And I couldn't even do that, man. I couldn't do nothing. And my subscribers let me know, even though I gave them a heads up on Community Tab, hey, I'm going to be on vacation for 5 days, and most people are like, enjoy it, have a blast, and then you read your comments, and it's like, where's your KSI reaction? Oh, he just dropped the second one. Where Sidemen Sunday? Where's your reaction? And what? Do you really care about Technoblade? # Techno support. He just dropped a new one. How come you didn't react to it? Is it because
you
it's
got
not about
canceled the first day you took off?
Literally, but that aside, we had an amazing time. I know I'm gonna make 2 vlogs from it. We went to these caves, and we actually went to 2 separate caves. One was very commercialized. It's called the Bridal Caves, and it's a lot shorter, but it has a lot more like wow moments, like these massive rooms with these stalactites and stalagmites, and where they connect, it's called a column, and they form stuff looking like, it was insane. But the one that was really cool was the State Park Cave, and it's kind of like your Walmart version because it's really cheap. But
We love that.
I loved it. You go like roughly a third of the mile into this cave, and there's no lights in this one. You literally carry a lantern, and this tour guide, this dude, when we got back, his boss was there, and they're like, dude, this dude needs a raise. Literally the best tour I've ever seen. He was enthusiastic. I could tell, he probably practices this in the mirror before he goes to bed. It was that good. And it was the spookiest thing I've ever seen. And at the very end, halfway through, when you get to the end, you got to turn around and come back. But you do this thing called lights out, and you turn off all the lanterns. And you literally, you cannot see your face.
For me.
Or not see your face. You can't see your hand. There's nothing, and there's bats there, but there's only roughly 30, because I guess there's this thing called a white nose fungus that's killing off bats in Midwestern caves. It's a thing. I've never, white nose fungus. It sounds fake, but it's real. Look it up.
That's horrible.
Yeah, man, it was amazing. And then the last thing that we did that'll also be on the vlog is we seen this burnt down castle, and this thing was literally up in this hillside, and this dude had this massive stone castle built out, and then an 1/8 of a mile down this hill, he had stone stables, and I don't know, someone did some terroristic activities and burned down everything. And one of the best vacations I've ever had, and easily the best camping trip I've ever had, with the exception of the second night. Literally, we almost left because of this thunderstorm that rolled in at midnight. It was literally terrifying. But luckily, we waited out the storm, because the next 2 days were absolutely gorgeous. So that was my vacation.
Now I saw a bunch of heads shaking. I'm assuming Joey, you and Nate not going in the caves anytime soon.
What? Oh, you gotta live. You gotta live.
I always say this on the channel with Minecraft when I was playing the series. Once you go into the caves, I always call it into the darkness. Into the darkness. Because literally, you don't know what the hell you're going into. You're just walking. And
literally,
I'm good.
And you end up on the other side.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, no thank you.
Live a little. Turn off all the lights in this cave. Oh, by the way, there's a fungus that's killing things in here.
Yes.
You also might fall off the side, but you know go for it.
Which one do you want to go first? But Joey, you and Nate both got some really big shout outs this week.
You know what? I woke up to seeing Nate's and I was like, you know what? I love this. Because his videos and the time and the effort, like somebody needs to see this. And I was so excited. So like, I don't even pay attention to Instagram. Like I get on Instagram, I post, I get off. Like I don't pay attention until I start getting messages from all the kids saying, did you know you're on Larray's Instagram story? And I was like, no, I had no idea.
You didn't even, I didn't know you didn't know.
I had no idea. But then like, because I got the message, like whenever he posted it, I got a message and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like, all right, that's enough for today. Like, that's all I need. And then I turned around and Courtreezy posted me. And I was like, you know what? I love her. But you know what? With that one to me, like, I don't know if like the hype for me is like as exciting now when she posts me because it happens so regularly. Like, I literally message her. Like, me and her talk. I'll be like, oh, da da da. Like, I wished her a happy birthday, and she responded back. I'm like, so at this point, when she posts me, I'm like, you're doing your bestie duties. Like, I see you.
Like, she's a backup singer.
I love you. Like, go do it. But yeah, that was exciting. I needed that, like, boost, like, this week, for sure.
Larray's huge. I mean, like, that is massive. That's, I mean.
Oh, my goodness. I love him. Like, he follows me on TikTok.
Yes.
Like, he followed me on TikTok out of nowhere. Like, I was sitting there where I was like, what did it say? And I'm like, I'm scrolling and I see it says friends. And I'm like, wait.
That's cool.
So then
you start thinking like a fake account at first?
I do that on everything. Like back when people used to like comment on my videos and they'd be like, and I think the little check mark and I'm like clicking to make sure like take me straight to the page. Like, so yeah, like that I needed that though. That was definitely like a boost this week. Cause I'm like, all this work and for what? And I'm like, okay, Joey, school's back in. I also realized, like you were saying earlier, like I need to like now try to like organize. Like I'm so used to like posting early. So now when I post late, it's like I'm getting yelled at because I keep forgetting about most of my subscribers in the UK. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, it's 5 o'clock. Yes. Like it's 8 o'clock for me. I'm sorry. Like,
we have that issue
doing wake up in the middle of the morning.
Like it's just so crazy.
And Nate, your big shout out was it was Corpse, right?
Tell you right now, I've been waiting. Wait, I want to hear that again.
What just happened?
Tell you right now, I've been waiting. Hold on, that voice was low.
It lagged. I didn't see who did that, but I heard it.
That was good.
I got it. It recorded. I don't know what that was. That Corpse? Did we just have Corpse on here?
I have no idea where that came from.
Tell you right now, I've been waiting.
That was because Joey, your screen froze, and Nate, I think that was your voice, Nate, and it literally sounded like Corpse. I swear to God, that was crazy.
Yeah, no, it was. I've been waiting. I feel like all year for not to be noticed per se, but to understand the question of like, has he seen anything I've done, or has he? Because when it came to the Corpse reaction, especially the song, you know, his first really major hit, "E-Girls Are Ruining My Life," it didn't have any reactions to it when I had posted, at least not that I had seen. I was one of the first people to react to his music because I thought this guy is being talked about for all these different reasons. Let me just try and listen to his voice. I reacted to his voice, and then I reacted to his song, and then I was like, whoa, like this guy's interesting. Whatever, go away. Didn't get any views in the first like week, and then it started to pick up, and then literally that changed my life, y'all. If that video did not do well, I would not even still be doing YouTube right now. Like, period. I would have I just would have still. I was going through a terrible time in my life. I was like really, really stressed out with work. I had my first ever panic attack, not even a whole month prior. So like I was really, really going through it. And I was just like, let me just record this YouTube video, come back to my subs. I had like 20K around that time and it was inactive. They haven't seen me in a while. And I posted or whatever, and I just like I felt something special about it, but I didn't really understand it. And now after that going crazy, going basically like I think now it's at like 240, 250 something thousand views. Like now I'm like, all right, now I have this motivation to be a YouTuber again. So it really re-inspired me back into being a YouTuber. So now to come all this way later, like almost a whole year later, and to just go on, to just be doing my life, just be doing homework, and then get all these messages on my Instagram out of nowhere from all these people saying I'm on his story. I didn't believe it at all. You know what I mean?
We
I'm like,
never
oh,
do
cap.
this, babe. No, me.
I'm like, cap. You know what I'm saying? Just cap, right? And then I go and check, and I'm like, that's actually me. And he says LMAO love, and it's at a specific portion where I'm saying the song sounds like you're in a place, a seedy, bad place, where you make a bunch of decisions that you know you're going to regret. And I guess he laughed at that or whatever, and he decided to share that part on his Instagram. And all I kept thinking was, he saw my cringe dancing, and he didn't cancel me. So I think we're good.
Wait, it's fun because all this is coming on the heels, right, of our Evan MC episode of the podcast where we were talking to like this incredibly successful creator as well. And it's just amazing to see how all of these people have kind of come around with their communities. Because I don't know, I feel like, you know, was that the Ludwig video, like I'm not your friend or something. You see a lot of creators who like having all of that distance, but it's cool to see that some of the other ones are kind of, you know, they're on board with it.
I love that. I do, because it's one of those, like, for me, as I guess, like, I can't say like a smaller YouTuber, but like compared to like the people we watch, like I consider myself a smaller YouTuber. To see these people with like multiple millions, like commenting or sharing, it's like, wait a minute, that like I have something.
And I'm still pumped because I got the Tubbo commented on my Life by the Sea reaction. He just gave me like a little heart. And I'm like, that is, because this is the second time, and I've brought this up a bunch. This is the second time that Tubbo stopped by. He popped in my stream once. And it was so weird because we were watching one of Tommy's mod videos. And you guys know from watching those, Phil does all the work, right? Phil does all the heavy lifting. And so it cuts, like everyone's just going crazy on the surface. It cuts to Phil in a mine. And I'm like, we stand Philza. These would be impossible without Phil. And then I see the little check mark, Tubbo _ it says, we stand Phil. And it was funny because my chat, it's like, because I can see my chat under me, everyone just said Tubbo. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yeah, Tubbo's in this video. And then later on, I go, I wonder what they use to make the voice sounds. And he replied again, he goes, Go XLR is a wonderful thing. And then immediately chat's just like, Tubbo! I didn't know until the video was over that he was in my chat. But other than those, like video wise, what have, like, because I know y'all have been keeping busy. Like we don't go back to school. For everyone who's watching this in the premiere, we don't really go back to school. So I know you all have been busy. I checked out. We talked about this a little bit before the podcast started. I finally watched the Speedrunner versus 4 Hunters. So now I'm all caught up. But because of that too, and editing, you guys know, an hour and a half video, I've been in the basement. So I got to get caught up on what you guys are doing.
Oh my goodness. I literally, like, my channel now, I don't know if my channel is turning to a moments channel, but like I realized that most people want to see me react to like the people's moments, not the whole video. Like watch Skep Halo moments, or watch, what's his name? Bad Halo and Skeppy, I said it already. Or like
5 minutes of Rambo being sassy.
Like this, then I'm like, okay. So then I get stuck. But it was like when I watched, like today I reacted to the Carl and Sap Nap moments from their last meetup.
Mm.
And it's like a whole 360 from like the first time I watched it to now. Like that was like, oh, don't touch me. And this time he's like grabbing Carl, like, and it's just like the vibe, like watching them together. Like that's like Carl. Like you said it earlier, like people don't react to Carl. I don't think. Like I think I might be like one of the only people. So I feel like my reactions, like people ask for them, but then they don't do good. But the thing is, like I actually love watching his videos because they're like 8 minutes. They're like everything you want in this 8 minutes. Like you get all the excitement, the screaming, Carl going crazy. And like Sapnap is usually in every single one. But I think his last one, it was Fundy, Sapnap, Dream, and Carl.
Wow.
And they were like the zombies were multiplying. Like it is literally the funniest thing to watch them kill a zombie and like the zombie splits into 2 people. Like,
oh wow.
Like it was insane. But I just been getting caught up on stuff like that. Like Tia Jade too. I need to jump back into her. I was watching her. She's a Dream SMP Music, and she tweeted me and said she had a new song coming out. So like, paying attention to her because her voice is beautiful. Like,
I still need to listen to her. For
she did a
You're
song
on a
with
pipeline. You have like anybody that does music, you somehow just know about them.
I love the fact that you're a fan of Courtreezy and you reached out to her because you know, she was one of the only creators that I reached out to and was like, just, hey, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Like, I love your videos. And she hit me back almost like instant, like maybe a couple hours like later or something like that.
Like,
and I didn't have like half the subs I have now when she messaged me back too. So it just shows like she is one of those real
like she's so sweet. And like I feel like a lot of people I guess see her now like moving to LA and like getting into the vibe. All these people, so they're like, oh, she's changing. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing, like just from watching her videos, like that's how I found out about Corpse. I would have known nothing about Corpse if I didn't watch her reacting to Corpse's voice. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, who is this character? And like, I need to get into him. And then they were like, oh, watch Agoraphobic. I think, no, Agoraphobic was the second song. The E-Girls Are Ruining My Life. I think they were like, watch this. And I was like, okay. And I pressed play. I'm like immediately froze. I'm like, okay, why do I like this?
Well, with his new song dropping when I was on vacation, that's one of the things I was planning on doing too. I was going to react to his new song, and then what'd you say the E-Girls first one is?
Yeah,
E-Girls Are Ruining My Life.
And then the second one, Agoraphobic.
Agoraphobic.
So I was going to do a kind of similar to what you did, Nate, with listening to him for the first time. I was going to do 3 songs. I still have virgin Corpse ears. I've heard his voice, but no music, no musician Corpse. Whatever I'm trying to,
I think White Tea is my favorite.
Oh, it's so good.
Like White Tea is my favorite. Like I love that.
Like White Tea or
like
drinking?
White Tea. No, like literally White Tea. Like
I didn't
White
even know that's a song he has. I've never heard of that one.
It's so good.
How many songs does he have an album?
He doesn't have
9 songs.
He has enough songs that he could have made it an album. Like they could have been an album. But they're all like just little songs that you can tell like he was having fun with. And I love how you don't have to worry about copyright with his music.
Yeah, he actually, that's the thing.
He tweeted something about it, right? He was like, no, like have fun with it.
What he recently said too, and I wanted to get into this on the podcast too, he is kind of opening up the industry. And that was something he mentioned. Like, we as Corpse fans, we don't know what we're doing. He was like, y'all don't even know what you're doing, but you're actually cracking open the industry because he's a completely independent artist. No managers, no nothing. Like, he comes up with these records, he taps in with who he wants to tap in with, and he gets the features he wants to get on them, and he works with who he wants to work with. And for his singles and his songs to be doing such massive numbers, Spotify, all these big labels, they have to pay attention to him. They're forcing to pay attention to him.
Like, did his new song just hit like 10 million or like 10 million streams in like a few days?
Jeez.
Yep. Crazy. On Spotify, it's at now 11 million streams. And this is the craziest part about it. He released it on the same day as Drake, the biggest artist in the world.
Oh, right.
He did.
The same day.
I still go back to what is this? What I can't think of the song. The song he did with MGK.
No, yeah, Daywalker. Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Insane tune.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm capping. I have heard Corpse before because I've heard Daywalker.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I forgot about that because I've done a plethora of MGK reactions and I forgot about that song. So,
you just spoiled your whole reaction now.
no,
It's a fake.
It's not a Corpse song though, so I could still say listening to Corpse for the first time because that's not a Corpse song; it's an MGK
You're
song.
listening to his music for the first time.
But everybody knows it's YouTube. You have to tell the truth in your title because if you don't,
Right.
they take your channel down.
Look at TommyInnit. Did he buy a water park? Did he buy there's like 3 ones that he did. He said buying this, buying that. Come on.
He's a man of leisure. Leave him be.
What was so crazy is I never go anywhere. I'm literally home. I'm a single parent. My kids go to their moms literally every other weekend, so I usually have my kids. And then when I'm kid free this weekend, so I'm literally just gonna I'm in this room the whole weekend. So I never go anywhere. So I'm always working. That's how I typically put out a lot of videos and reactions. And the one time I go on vacation, so KSI is able to upload now. He puts out 2 videos. Sidemen have one of their biggest videos yet. I think they got up to trending 2, which even though Sidemen Sunday videos do really good, like 10+ million views, for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't, and they're pretty appropriate too, but they just never put them high up on trending. But anyways, they have a $100 versus $10,000 series where they do holidays, the new one's birthday party, and it's hilarious, by the way. I recommend watching it. But so they uploaded that. CG5 uploaded. Technoblade uploaded. Jack Manifold uploaded. Long story short, everybody and their mom uploaded while I was on vacation with no internet. So I've been busy, and I'm pretty close to being caught up, and something because of this that is actually making me question how I do videos. I like you, YoBGS, I do probably half of my reactions on Twitch, usually when they're just 30 minutes or longer, because my Mac, for whatever reason, it's probably because it's getting older, but it takes forever to edit and then download to my PC and then upload it to YouTube. But if I do, a 30-minute video here on Twitch, literally from the second I hit record, I will, on a 30-minute video, I'll have it uploaded to YouTube in 45 minutes. And that's with the 30 minutes of recording it and uploading it to YouTube and making a thumbnail and title. So with playing catch up, I've done, with the exception of I reacted to NBA YoungBoy's new song last night.
Broke Nate, by the way. I just have to point that out.
I'm doing this whole thing wrong. Like, holy crap.
But what's crazy is because I'm starting to really grow my Twitch fan base. I'm about to hit 2,000 subs on there, or followers on there.
Nice.
I wish it was 2,000 subs. But yeah, thank you. I'm about to hit 2,000 followers, and they love it. But then I get to upload it to YouTube, and I'm loving it, man. So it's really making me question, do I really want to keep editing, doing the point and shoot, which again, I love the quality, but it takes 3 times longer.
It's so wild because I feel like we've all been doing that lately, where we've all kind of been questioning the same old way we've been doing things. Not to say that it's bad, but it feels like we've all kind of taken a look at ourselves and be like, can we do this a little bit better? And I think we're all getting some pretty good results.
Yeah, without a doubt. I love experimenting, and I'm always looking at my channel and thinking, what can I switch up? What can I change? Not only just because of numbers, but just because of my own brain. I cannot do the same thing over and over and over again. I just can't. I go crazy really, really quick. In fact, it's part of the reason why my schedule is so terrible. I don't like a routine too much. So I love what you're saying, though, Hot Sauce. It's very true. At the end of the day, someone might spend like a certain amount of hours making sure a video might look right. Someone's me. I might spend a certain amount of hours.
Why bullshit? I'm talking about myself here. I'll spend 5 hours. You spend 15 minutes.
Same views. Same type of
don't cap there, bro. I ain't getting the same views as you, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you.
Well, if you look at it this way, it's like in a week, though, if I upload 3 times in a week, and maybe I get, like, let's say 50K views at the end of that week, and then you upload like 10 times and you get 50K views, but then you're spending, as opposed to me spending like maybe 20 hours or more on those 3 vids, you're spending maybe 5 to 6 hours. Who's winning? You know what I mean? If it's the same kind of like numbers, same kind of engagement and everything else. So it's just
I've never thought of it that way. That is true.
So it's like one of those things is part of the reason why I want to now start taking the channel a little bit more. I want to see what the gaming world's a little bit more like, because I'm already a gamer. I already sit down and game and spend a bunch of time playing video games. I might as well take that and try to put that more as like a forefront for my content. And then I also watch a lot. I've been recently watching a lot of Berleezy and Corey Kenshin and just other YouTubers that are gaming-esque in their bigger channels and their larger channels, and their creators have had very loyal fan bases. I've been watching them and I love their content, and I already love playing video games. So I'm like, I could probably do something similar, just my own style.
Something I think that like a lot of people outside of, you know, YouTube, so viewers, something I think a lot of viewers don't give gamers enough credit is comparing this to like Logan Paul when he was daily vlogging, or any daily vlogger. A daily gamer, that is literally just as much work, if not more work, because you have to make your game video as interesting as, you know, Logan Paul going to, you know, wherever and doing something crazy, jumping off of a crane or whatever. Like, the amount of time they spend on those videos, I think, is just as much work as a daily vlogger, being a daily gamer. So I mean, that's mad props to him for doing that.
Well, and even look at like Dream when they do the manhunts.
Oh, geez,
you know,
yes.
those are honestly, those videos are mostly all action, but even then he realizes like, look, I can't put out a 4-hour video. I got to find like the most action-packed areas. And you start thinking about people who play RPGs, you think about people who play, you know, any games that require like grinding, or Minecraft, all the mining off camera. Like, that's all stuff you still have to do that just ends up getting put in the recycle bin because it's just nothing happening.
Yeah, it's boring. It's boring content. The last thing I want to do is release a video where I'm feeling like, you know, while watching. Like, if my eyes are closing and I'm falling asleep while watching, I made a mistake, you know, somewhere. I got to turn it around.
With some of the, I got to drink because this is a segue, but with some of the music creators we listen to, you know, I feel like there's a fine line for us of people that we will monetize and people that we won't. And I bring this up because I wanted to talk about, you know, CG5's new song, the Rambo song that came out this week. Because, like, I don't monetize my CG5 reactions. I don't monetize Derivacat because I know Derivacat's asked us not to. But, like, Dream, you know, and probably Corpse, some of the bigger creators, like, I will, because, you know, Dream has expressly messaged me before and said it's okay. When Road Trip came out, there were people that were going around on his behalf copy claiming all of the reaction videos. And I was someone who pointed out to me, they were like, just DM him if you got claimed and he'll go in and like manually remove it. So that was what I did. And I thought, Nate, that was you, because I swear one of you was how I figured out that that's what you had to do.
So I did. I don't remember why I tried that, but I did reach out to him personally. I messaged him. I said, hey, I love your song. It got copyright claimed. I don't know what's going on. Could you please, I don't even know what I said. I don't even think I told him to remove it. I think I said, that's cool if it's still copyright claimed. Just, you know, I'm a fan or whatever. Because I didn't want to piss this man off. It's Dream.
Well, and that's been my thing is like, it's like, okay, we message, but like, you know, you can't just randomly say things to him.
Yeah.
Unless it's, you know, because again, he's a busy dude. Although there was the one time, and I still kick myself for this, the day Foolish joined the SMP, I messaged Dream and I was like, hey, if you're showing some reaction channels around, you know, I'd be interested in taking a tour. Left on red, my friend. Not even left on red. Like, I don't think it got red, but you know, what does Dream say? You miss all the shots you don't take?
Yes.
But
I live by that. I love that. I love that lyric because it's 100% true.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think we've all heard. We're all caught up on the new CG5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. I just heard it today.
How somebody so talented in the beginning has gotten better is unreal.
Without a doubt, I was so digging the lyrics in the Rambo song. I love how much it pertained to his character and how it captured, I feel like, the conflicting emotions of his character overall. Like, I loved it. I loved how CG5, the vocal effects, like the way he pitched down his voice to simulate the evil side of Rambo, like the conflicting, and I just love that. And the animation style of Shishi, I know I said that name wrong, and in my reaction, I even did like this. I'm like, look, you can get me. I already know I said your name wrong. I am sorry, but yeah, like the animation, the cartoon animation there was so slick, and it was so representative of the actual turmoil of the character. And I love that. I love what CG5 did. It just showed his pen prowess.
Like, it just showed, like, is like literally the definition of just like an artist. Like, it's like, what can he not do? Yep. Like, the fact of the matter that you gave us this song and like listening to it, everybody was like, oh my God, is that Rambo himself singing? Like, everybody was like, wait, why does it sound like Rambo? Like, why is Rambo giving me my life? I'm like, you know what? Because that's what you call magic. Like, CG5 creates magic. Like even like I just go back to like even on Tubbo's song, like that the note where he hit that high note. It's just like one of those things. Like even right there, it's like you made that much of a difference on that song. Like if that wasn't in the song, what would it sound like? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like when he touches it, it's just like magic, and I love everything. Like he's just incredible.
Or the Easter egg he put in the Tubbo song, where like there was one part, I think it was when he was in the pool, he also sung Black and Yellow Energy because Tubbo and his B vibes. Yeah, there's a very faint at one point in the song, CG5 in the background just says Black and Yellow Energy as it like cuts back into the chorus. I think it's the part where it cuts to CG5 and he's like this in the pool.
Yeah. Yep. It's that part. And the comments pointed that out to me too. Super cool. I like how he kind of threw that nod in there of like, okay, yeah, this is what that is. And if you watch me and you know my music, you're going to recognize that. And not only that, but there's something else I noticed about him being in the pool about that video after going back and listening and watching his song Monday Morning. I think CG5 likes getting in pools with his clothes on. I'm seeing that as a constant thing.
You think that's like having fun? You think that's like I don't know if any of you guys are big into movies, but M. Night Shyamalan, who's a director, by the way, all of his movies in one way or another deal with water. So maybe that's like CG5's little Easter egg he puts in everything. Like it's some. I mean, even the Rambo song, right? Part of the chorus is I'm afraid of the water, or I don't like the water, or you know, whatever, because he's a half Enderman. But
yeah.
So maybe,
even I See a Dreamer. It's literally I See a Dreamer over there by the water.
Oh my God! I think we're cracking the code here, guys.
Might be onto something.
I think we've cracked the Matrix.
CG5,
we're on to you.
Wait, didn't CG5 comment on Nate's video?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
So he follows you. So if you're listening, let us know. Is the water significance?
Yeah, and also because I'm gonna have the CG5 reaction should be out later tonight. Fingers crossed. If I finish things the way it should, it'll be out later tonight. But if he might comment on that too. So maybe if he sees that, we can ask him like, look, is water your thing? Is this your thing?
Wait, I should go respond to him under that video because he actually commented on the Rambo video that I just did. He commented. It was like, good looking out, or I love you, or something. He commented something sweet up under it.
Oh, you never know.
He's gonna be there.
He might be there. You know, I might have to send some flowers to his mom. You know, maybe just do some stalker stuff, you know.
I'll send some French toast. You know, I'll make some pretty bomb French toast.
I feel like you guys are making the problem worse.
I'm not trying to scare him away, I promise.
But again, in the world of bad segues, this works out well because, yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen Tommy's video today, but he kind of pointed out the people that love him are messing up his love life.
Literally.
Facts.
Uh-oh.
Like big facts. Oh my goodness. You know what? But I asked that question in my video. Like when I ended my video, I was like, so if you're one of these YouTuber, Instagram, TikTok people out here getting famous or whatever, right? Like, how are you going to feel when your fans start like ruining your life? Like you can't go on a date without people showing up. Like, I think he was telling like the story about, I guess he was with the girl and they were at a park and he's like, he saw these kids and they were like, wait, do they notice me? But they don't notice him. And then like halfway through the date, they start playing the Bruno Mars song on the Bluetooth speaker. And they're screaming the song, singing it at him. And the girl's like, why are they singing that to you? And he had to explain. And he's like, you think I'm making it up? And then he rolls the clip and I'm in tears. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is horrible.
But that was, I'll give Tommy this, because he's speaking up about some of those like the cringy moments that we all have in our past, because we've all been on horrible dates before that like where we completely dropped the ball and just screwed them up. And to be able to then go in front of 10 million subs and be like, hey, guess how I just completely ruined my date? I don't know that I could do that.
But you know what? I think I'm like the odd one because I really hadn't been on dates until my boyfriend that I'm with now. Like that was my first real date. Like I had never been asked out, like never been like, oh, let's do this. Like I dated assholes. You know what? I actually took my best friend. When we went on our first date, like I took my best friend and her son. Like I was so nervous because I had never been in that environment. Like I don't know what is about to happen. And he like shows up and he walks in and like I'm like, what do I talk about? So then I'm like, can I get 2 whiskey sours for me?
There you go.
Talk about Minecraft Championship. We learned that the hard way.
Joey, hold on. Stop the bus. So, is this your current boyfriend that you're talking about?
Yes.
So, are you saying on your first date with him, you brought another person to that date?
My best friend.
I can see that,
and it worked out.
You know what? The thing is, my best friend is like the girl version of me. So, like, whatever I'm lacking, so like me being super nervous and I was shy, and like I'm not a shy person.
You're not, huh?
I'm definitely not a shy person. Like I'm very forward. Like I'll throw myself at people. Like I used to work with this straight guy. Different story, different video. But anyway, I took.
That's the dating episode coming soon to.
I took my best
computer
friend.
near
And, like,
you.
She held like she literally. It was there. They were on a date. Like she was talking for me. Like everything he was asking me, she was answering. And it worked out. 3 years later, we're still together.
Hey, you never know. You might find like, and that might be the thing, because when it's the right one, even if the circumstances for the date might seem a little weird or different, it don't matter because you're vibing, you know, when you got the right person in front of you. And that's what it was like for my wife. I met her on Tinder. So, you know, it's like one of those things where I was dating. I've been dating. I never had a girlfriend. I was never into having a relationship just because I hadn't found someone I felt like was like the person for me in that way. And then I found her on Tinder and we did some dates or whatever, got to know each other a lot closer. And it was something about her, you know, specifically. And sometimes that happens. You meet someone and you're like, they're saying something and you're just like, whatever they're saying, you're just tuned into it, just aligns with your message and everything. Mm-hmm. And it was like that with me, with her, when I was talking with her. And it was, for me, I loved her in the very beginning. She didn't really.
Same. Oh my gosh. She was definitely love at first sight when I saw him.
Yeah.
And it was definitely, I knew, I was like, he's different. I was like, I don't know what it is. And it was like me doing YouTube, because my YouTube was like 30K. Like I was, you know, people knew about my videos. My managers knew about them. Like, so people knew in my area. So like meeting him, I was like, okay, here we go again. I have to explain to somebody like, hey, I sit in front of my camera and I make videos. Like, how is he going to take this? And like, I knew like it was different with him when he was just like, okay, well, I want you to be whoever you are and do that. Like there's days like he'll come home from work and I'll be shooting videos and he will literally sit outside. And I don't even know he's outside. Like he would literally sit outside until he hears me stop talking. Then he'll come in.
I love it. I like him.
I try to get him, like he even like offers, like we've done like a couple videos together and everybody's like, oh my God, make more videos with him. I'm just like, y'all have no idea how hard it is to be like, hey, come sit down, because he's like, no, my hair is not right. I don't want to get dressed. Oh, I don't look cute. And I'm just like, sir. There are days I've woken up, rolled out of bed and just like sat in front of my camera and said, hi guys. like it's okay. Like they're not going to judge you too hard. I've been on here. Like what? Tomorrow makes 9 years since I uploaded started my channel.
Oh, wow! Round of applause for that.
So
for real,
excited about that.
Because there was one thing I wanted to point out to you, Hot Sauce, before we moved on with some of the videos, and that was someone pointed out that we talked about this the same way in our video about Tommy, and that was how awesome it is that he's finding people outside of his community. Because like I feel like for a young adult who's a YouTuber, it would be very easy to find a stan and like want to date them. But like Tommy's been dating these people that don't know who he is. And I think as a young adult trying to grow up, that's probably a really smart thing for him to do.
I agree. So on my reaction to Tommy's newest, or anytime he's ever talked about dating, I always do this, like, not necessarily a segment, but I look into the camera and I talk to Tommy and give him some dating advice, even though I'm in my 30s and single. But it's like, that's what he needs. Like, don't get me wrong, I know he's got a thing for Charlie D'Amelio. I would love to see that happen, but for him, and like, he needs someone that maybe doesn't, like, it's gonna be hard to find someone that doesn't know him, but someone who wants to date him for him, not because he's Tommy, or like in this video, he keeps talking about this girl from college that wouldn't give him the time of day until he hit 10 million subs, and then he hit 10 million subs, and she still won't give him the time of day. Like, and I look at the camera,
because
I'm like,
all
Tommy,
he talks about is Minecraft Championship, though.
Yes.
He does it to himself.
But that's what he needs to find himself, like a Nikki or a Hannah Rose or Captain Puffy, someone that has the same, interests as him. Because I don't think Tommy's ever going to stop. I think unless, like, I know he's still obviously growing. He's not an adult yet. So there's a chance he could get burned out. But I think Tommy's going to be a KSI, a Logan. Well, Logan Paul is a bad example because he kind of quit doing YouTube. But like, I think he's going to be around for a long time. So who's ever in his life, I think, unless if Joey, they're like, your boyfriend that is just like an anchor and a massive supporter of you, someone that will go to another room while you're doing a video. Like, I think he needs someone that has a passion for YouTube, maybe even another YouTuber, someone that, God, can you imagine Tommy and a girlfriend doing vlogs together? I would watch that, obviously, actors, but like, I feel like that's what he needs. Cause I think he's to that point, like, it would be hard for him to find someone that doesn't know who he is, but that's like a really hard mix that he needs to find someone that's, in the dating world, someone that's real, sincere, and not clout chasing, but someone that's okay with what he does, because a massive part of his life is on the internet for people to watch and critique and hate and love. And so that's such a hard, I couldn't even fathom, I've done some vlogs with my family and stuff, but I can't fathom being in front of millions of people and those eyes, like, because then you get to the point of like, I don't know if you guys do watch anyone who's like dating or anyone like, perfect example, like I said, I watched Drama Alert, like there's people like, oh, did you see how he looked at her or she looked at him? Like, oh, they're breaking up. Like, oh, did you see her give him the shoulder? Like, she just turned. That wasn't a shoulder. She turned. Like, so that's a whole nother dynamic. But I hope because you can tell, because Tommy's always talking about women. Like, other than Minecraft, that's all he talks about. Like, which he's also at the age. He's a teenage boy. But like, I hope he finds someone, because I feel like that is, and this is like psychoanalyzing him, but I feel like that's something that maybe he's missing in his life, is that significant other, that supporter, someone to outside of his Sleepy Boys Inc. or outside of that he can make memories with. I would love to see it.
Because I feel like we all need somebody that balances us out. And I feel like with Tommy is because of his energy, like Tommy is just a big personality. So whoever he dates is going to have to be somebody who's going to be able to deal with that big personality. I also feel like Tommy's just like, most of his personality, like regardless of how like extra it is, it's all love. And I feel like that's what people 100%. Fail to realize when it comes to Tommy, is like, Tommy's like crazy, loud, goofy, but it's never from a vindictive, evil place. Like, Tommy's just like, I got so much love to give, I don't know how to give it to you, so let me bother you. It's like the vibe that I get is like, I'd rather you be that annoying little brother and harass me every single day than you feel alone. And I feel like that's like what I get from Tommy. And I feel like I don't know what girl out there, hi, if you're watching this podcast, and Chris and Tommy, We finna have to get Tommy over here and find him a girlfriend.
We can set him up.
I'm staying out of that. I don't want the responsibility.
Can we imagine
Dream
though?
Team
Just get
Podcast
Tommy
Edition.
sitting. We'll get Tommy to sit right in between us, and then we'll just have like random girls.
Speed dating, TommyInnit.
Tommy, tell us what you want, and we got y'all.
You really touched a nail though on the head though with what you were saying, Hot Sauce, about him needing to find an equal partner. But it goes even beyond that, because I actually do believe he does need someone that's going to be his like opposite in a lot of ways to ground him. Because yeah, they need to be someone that understands what he does for a living, without a doubt. They need to understand he games all the time. He's always on YouTube, and he talks with a lot of bigger content creators. And any moment he could say or do something that could get him canceled, or like get him like receive a lot of harassment, and whoever he's with could be the unfortunate victim of that harassment. So he does need to, of course, grab somebody, like get somebody, talk to somebody that does understand this, understands what clout is. But I think whoever he does decide to partner with, I think it would be best if they weren't a Minecrafter, they weren't a YouTuber, and they didn't have any clout, because those are like, those people, they're not wanting anything from Tommy that he already has as an outside value. They'll be looking for the things inward. They'll be looking for what he's saying to them. They'll be looking for things in his personality that they could gravitate towards, instead of looking at his riches and looking at his money. And that's the curse of fame. And honestly, I would never want to switch places with him in that way.
No,
I'm glad I met my woman when I did. I'm glad I met her, because she's just not on this online stuff. And it's really hard to find a young person now that isn't into online, that doesn't know who Tommy is, that's within his age group. So it's going to be, I feel for him. It's going to be rough, but it is possible. He just needs to.
But I like when I watched the video. What was it? Tommy tries to convince Filza that his wife isn't real. I think it was like one of the older videos. And I love how they kept, like, Filza kept trying to say, like, Tommy, you're young. Like, you're young. Live your life. Like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to, like, find this person right now. And, like, I stand by that. Like, Tommy has so much life ahead of him. Like, Tommy is smart. He's hilarious. Like, the dude can act. Like, what can Tommy not do? Like, Tommy's one of those people who has, like, so much, like, going for him. Like, a girl is going to slow you down, sir.
Yeah.
Like, get to where you want to be at. I mean, you're there. Like,
super young. Like, I mean, when we were that age, you know what I mean? There's so many different things he can, like, growing up, he still has to do.
I was, you know what? I grew up early. Like, I grew up very fast. Like, that's a lot of stuff that people don't pay attention, because they see me like, oh my God, you're so youthful. You're so ha ha ha. Like, you hold it in. And I'm like, but my background, if I told you what happened, you'd cry. Like, I grew up, so I didn't have a normal childhood. So for me, seeing Tommy being this young dude and watching this, me watching is like me screaming at myself, like, stay young.
Yeah.
Like, stay young. And I say this on all my social, if I go live on TikTok, Instagram, when you get these kids that want to come in here and they want to, like, oh, I hate my mom and I hate my life and I hate this. I'm like, you're going to say all that, but wait until you move out. Wait till you are an adult. Wait till you are a grown person. You have bills now and college debt and credit and all this stuff, and your life is going crazy. And you're going to be like, damn, I wish, Mom, I love you. Can I come home?
Right.
And
Facts.
I feel like Tommy's at one of those places where you have time to be reckless, have fun, do all this crazy shit, jump out of airplanes, have your teachers recognizing you. Like, you have time. Like, Tommy, she'll find you. Stop looking. Like, that's like that was always what my grandma told me. Like, they'll find you. Stop looking. And as soon as I stopped looking, like, he literally DM'd me, and like, I was like, oh, okay. I was getting ready to delete all the apps off my phone. I was done.
Yeah.
And he messaged me right when I was deleting Plenty of Fish. Like, I was like deleting, and it was like, new message. And I opened it up, and I was like, oh, hi.
And that's why, for what it's worth, like, I think all of us, you know, even though we're jokingly giving him some dating advice, like, we are against sort of all the people that are standing or shipping the under 18 members of this whole community, because, like, let them be kids, let them find themselves. But if Tommy's going to open himself up and be like, I went on a cringy date, we're all going to use our experience and be like, here's what you could have done differently. But yeah, we're still letting them be kids and letting them grow up.
Because he has a lot of going to do.
I think all of us, all of us being reactors and, literally reacting to every video of Tommy, like we feel like, and I know actually all of us have been called uncles, like I feel like we all feel like we're kind of like Tommy's uncle. And we, like I said, when he mentioned, God, I can't. Tito's a monster. When he mentions like dating, like, I feel like I'm giving him advice, like from a standpoint of like, I've been through the same thing. And, again, I am in my 30s and still single. So not saying I know the answers, but I've made many, 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 many mistakes. So like, I feel like all of us, when we do give that advice, we're doing it from a standpoint of like, Tommy, here you go, man. Here's my 30 years of expertise where I've messed up. Here's some, even though I know he's not seen my reaction, but that's a double negative, so maybe he has seen it. But, like, we're definitely all trying to give him that advice of, if you do want to put yourself out there, here's how to do it. And it's not talking to a woman that says, when you hit 10 million subs, call me up. That is the last woman you should call.
Well, I mean, that's a meme, though. That had to be a meme.
I thought so, too, but he keeps talking about it. So I feel like part of it has to be real for him to keep talking about it.
I think it stems from a very real interaction he's had with someone, and I think it has now plagued a somewhat insecurity for him, and it all tapers back to what I was saying before about the clout and him being such a massive figure online. I think now he's starting to see the kind of curse that comes with that.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it shows in that interaction. It may be a joke. I don't think it's a joke. I think like
we need, because it goes back to the amusement part when he was the same girl. Like, oh, if I ride this crazy ride, she told me she'll go on a date with me.
That's right.
And then,
I forgot about that.
It fast forwarded to that same girl to where like the next vlog when they were all together, he was like, oh, well, she told me at school yesterday at college, if I hit 10 million, she'll let me take her on a date. Like, no, this is some girl in his classroom at that schoolhouse. She might not be the girl that he's like, the story might not be all the way factual. He might be spinning it to make it, hype it up a little bit more, but somebody hurt him at that schoolhouse. Like somebody was like, oh no, like I don't want to date you because of this. And now it's like, okay, am I ever going to find somebody who's going to want me because of this?
And maybe it's even like, I bet you, so maybe it's like that, I know there's not a prom, or I don't think there's a prom queen of college, but you know what I mean? Like maybe there's some like uber popular girl and Tommy, sitting at 4 million subs back then, put on his big boy pants, had some confidence and walked up to the girl and she's like, talk to me when you hit 10 million. And I bet you Tommy, cause he does have like, he's not afraid to like talk, so maybe when he hit 10 million, he's like, hey, I got 10 million now. Peace. I hope he did that. I would love for Tommy to do that.
That would be amazing.
Like, no. We know he didn't. We know
I'm almost at 11 million now, and I got better options now. Deuces.
Dude. And that's the thing.
I want Charlie D'Amelio. Okay, he gonna have to fight Chase for that.
He is such a big thing for her. So, real quick, because I know we have a younger audience, so I'm speaking to you, the audience, right now. So if any of you are going through this in high school, give it time, okay? We've all been there. We've all been in high school. We've all had those relationships where we thought we met the one and they broke our heart. I'm not trying to take nothing away from that. That pain is real, but no, it will get better. There is so many fish in the sea, hence why one of the biggest dating apps is called Plenty of Fish. Your one is out there. Maybe you find them in high school. Maybe you find them in your 20s. I'm in my 30s and I'm still single. Maybe I'll find them when I hit 40. I don't know, but it's okay. You'll get over that pain, and I promise you, take it day by day, and lean on your friends, lean on your family. It's okay.
So, on the topic of segues.
Oh.
Cheers.
Chat us.
We need to talk, gentlemen, because there was something that came out literally on Friday, and people were tweeting all of us about it, asking us about it. Minecraft Championship Rising. Is the Dream Team podcast going to be submitting an application? Will we be trying to take the stage?
Why did I think that was fake? I swear when I saw that tweet, I was like, this is not real. Like, what is happening? Like, what is going on? And then when I got the message in the group, I was like, okay, so this is the thing. And are we doing that?
I didn't know. Like, I saw the tweet, I retweeted it, and I didn't like compute the word Rising. I just thought they were saying, because we've talked about it, it'd be dope for us to have a team on MCC. So I hadn't heard about MCC Rising yet because they just announced it today. And I retweeted and I'm like, yeah, this would be hella dope. I thought they were talking about MCC. And then YoBGS, when you commented, you're like, you know, I felt like you were like in your head, you're like, is someone going to mention the elephant in the room? Are we going to talk about MCC Rising? And then a little light bulb went off in my head and I'm like, hold the phone. And I real quick got on YouTube and looked up and I watched a little 3-minute video and I'm like, I feel like this is our call. Like when you talked about, I think on our first episode, I don't remember.
The Jaden video, yeah.
Yeah, like you're calling, you know, like this is our calling. Like we literally just started this podcast a month ago. Perfect timing. We're a reaction channel to Minecraft YouTubers. Like,
and we've been saying this. We've been saying this since the first episode. Like it will be iconic if we were a team on MCC. And now there's an opportunity for us to be a team. Yes. And then it segues back to the whole Minecraft thing because you just recently, and before we even started recording, we're like, oh, let's make more Minecraft videos. This will literally give us the opportunity. We have to go and train and get to like these games. Like that's content in itself.
That's what I'm seeing. I mean, it's no sub requirements. It doesn't say you have to be gods of Minecraft, but I would imagine that helps.
But our story in itself, I feel like is a story. Like we literally just tell them how we became a team. Like we are literally a team in itself. In reality, this is a real thing.
Well, and just not that. Like we are part of the Dream SMP community / Minecraft YouTubers community. We are the four of us. I'd say percentage wise, we're well over half of in regards to views. We're well over half of the reaction community. So I think this is a great team to have the reaction community as a team. Like I was thinking when we were talking about this in the group chat, I think Derivacat, because I know she plays Minecraft. I don't know because I've watched some of her streams.
Get the musicians in there.
Yes, I think the musicians should create a team too. So CG5 from Nate's video, because he's going to put it in his description. If you see this, you should hit up Derivacat and some of the other musicians. Yeah, Kanaya, and create a team too.
Wait, so then what? But then what if we get Saddest and Dropster and Late August? Yes. We get some of the animators as a team.
Yes.
And Wolfie the Witch to complete that.
They can thank us and shout us out for the idea for them to create a team.
Just call us. We got you. We go
get inspiration.
They can animate our best moments. I mean, I can't wait to see. It's one of those, like, even just as a fan of Minecraft Championship, I can't wait to see who they come up with. Like, who the teams are going to be that come together for this.
Oh, yeah. Like, if anybody, because anybody can apply. So will there be, I think the only, and I don't know if this was in the rules, but I don't think it can be anyone who's played before. But there's still, KSI, Larry. I mean, there's many people who have Corpse. Like, anybody can apply for it. So will there be big names in it? Will it be not big names?
I know that we're making our application, and that is the big thing that we care about going into this one, is that it is going to be amazing. And honestly, it's nice that we have been kind of students of Minecraft Championship this year. And I know, like, was it Joey, you and Nate, your first Minecraft Championship was this last one. Yeah. And it's funny because, Joey, you're now taking notes.
Yes. You know what? But I saw bits and pieces of the one before this one via Hot Sauce's Twitch.
Oh, right.
Like this one was like the first one that I actually like paid attention to. So like this time I was like, I got to be prepared when we get ready to talk about this, because like going through all the teams, I'm like, wait a minute. Like, wait, okay, this is okay, wait. And the whole time I was like, I wrote it and I was like scratching stuff off, and then I finally wrote down these three.
And I think the people who are watching this would love to see our application, and maybe, we'll tweet out MCC Dream Team Podcast, because we want to rally our troops. We want to be on this. So why not ask our supporters to help us out. Hashtag Dream Team Podcast MCC Rising.
You love the longest hashtags in the universe.
I do.
That's the length of a
I'm trying to
tweet.
make it happen. The whole alphabet, 26 characters.
You just can't hashtag DTP MCCR. Like it don't. That does go.
It does.
like
It
that.
does. Come on now.
I like that. Wait.
It rolled off your tongue, and you're like, oh shit, it really does sound good.
Listen to Hot Sauce Beats. Type hashtag and then just slam your hand on the keyboard. It'll figure itself out.
It's called autocorrect, YoBGS.
It's Jesus take the wheel. Just if it's meant to be, you'll get the right letters. I was gonna say, when it comes to the actual MCC, we started this with the last one, and I kind of like doing it this way, where we do top 3. That way we don't get canceled too bad for saying that someone's gonna be in last place, even though that's how numbers work. But I'm super interested in hearing y'all's top 3 for this. Who you think? Because last time it was let's all pick Dream, and it just happened to work out. Or last time everyone went with the Red Rabbits.
Yeah, and I remember I was the only one. I didn't have Dream in my top 3 at all, and I ate that. It was a nasty sandwich. My top 2 I actually think were pretty easy. What I really struggled with is 3rd place, and the 2 teams that I struggle with is Yellow Yaks. So Scotty Major, Wilbur Soot, Rambo, Shovel. And the reason why that team really struggles with me is because, and you guys know as a reactor, I love Wilbur. I just don't know from watching the last MCC how he fits in that team. I think Scotty Major is going to kick ass. Rambo's going to kick ass. I don't know much about Shovel, but I know Shovel is a good Minecraft player, right? Or can you guys...
Yeah, she's crazy. She's crazy.
She's good, right? Really good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I struggle with that, but the other team that I'm really struggling to put in 3rd place is the Red Rabbits. George Not Found, Sapnap, Tubbo, and Gumaho? Gumaho? Is that a 6 or a G?
Gummy.
Gunny?
I think they call her Gummy because like I think it's just like GUMI.
H-O? So it's Gummy, silent
like
O?
I literally saw her. Like, I don't know if it's a her. Take that back. I think it's a her because when I was watching the video today of them doing the Jackbox, Gummy was one of the people that was like, it said Gummy was one of it was a girl that was playing in the Jackbox game with Captain Puffy and all of them. So I was like, I'm guessing that might who she might be.
So Yellow Yaks at number 3, and then my next 2 are easy. I think Dodge Bolt is gonna be Orange Ocelots, False Symmetry, Hermitcraft Player, amazing. Green was literally slaying it the last MCC. Pizza Hut is an MCC legend, literally the Mecca, awesome. And I'll be honest, SB737, no clue who that is. But when you have Green and Pizza Hut, it doesn't matter. Do you guys know who SB737 is?
I know they've been in a bunch of Minecraft championships. They always do pretty well.
Okay, so even better. So yeah, Orange Ocelots, I'm putting at number 2, but I could, and this isn't taking an easy route out, but I could very easily also see them winning. But I am going for the 3-peat with Dream, and I'm eating my words from the last one. I'm believing in the hype. I want to see it happen. I want to see Dream be the first person to win 5. The Cyan, Coyotes, Carl Jacobs, Dream, TommyInnit.
Wow. Well, I'm going to keep mine short and simple because I wrote it down. I forgot who was on what team at first, like until you started talking about, okay, now it makes sense. But my number 3 is the Green Geckos. I think that's how you say the word.
Yeah,
Green Geckos. Listen, I just looked at this team and I was like, you know what? They had a chance.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, we're gonna flip flop off. Hot Sauce made them number 1. I'm making them number 2.
Oh.
It's Cyan Coyote. Just because I literally in my mind I was like, you know what, Dream, he's been winning, and I feel like you put Tommy on anybody's team, and they have Dream and him have that love-hate relationship.
They do.
Well, I see them arguing the whole time about who wants to be in charge, and that's going to throw everything off. And then I did go with the Yellow Yaks to win this just because of Scotty and the rest of the team. Wilbur, love you, but I don't know if he's gonna be, quoting Hamilton again this time around. Like, you don't know what is gonna be. But I feel like you got Scotty, you got Rambo, and like I feel like, you know what, Scotty might cheat again because the last time he won, everybody was screaming he cheated. So
Oh, he got canceled for sure.
Yeah, so when I was looking at these teams, once again, I'm really impressed with the way they did the teams this year. They split it up so well between the personalities and the talent. Like, and I hate to say it like that because you could be someone like Dream, right? Who's a major personality and also have the talent to back it up and to just take the whole competition. But I feel like they really mixed the teams well for like people that people will click into and just watch. And so when it comes to that, my favorite, I'm going to start with who I think like has like, in my opinion, the strongest chance to win.
So you're starting off with number one?
Yeah, I'm going to start off with number one. I think this team actually might take it. I'm going with Blue Bats. And the reason why I'm going with Blue Bats is because it has Dadza, you know what I'm saying? Dadza in there, which, I mean, hello, he's amazing at MCC. And I feel like he didn't get really that chance to show how great he fully can be last MCC just because of the banter. I felt like he was so distracted with the banter that he really couldn't just show his real skill. But I think that this team with Sneak Snag and King Burn,
Burn carry, #Burn carry.
I not only want them to win, but of course, I actually do feel like they have the potential of the other teams that are on here. And then
you're still on that Legend of Filza kick, aren't you?
I am.
You can admit it. You shed a tear. You got an emotional connection to Dadza. It's okay. It's okay.
It's definitely true. I'm a crow. I'm now a crow.
I like that.
I can't wait till he streams, if he streams MCC too, because I'm gonna watch from his perspective this time around. And then the other team that I see coming in number 2 will be Cyan Creepers, just because I mean you got Dream, you have Tommy, which honestly, in my opinion, I don't know if this is gonna work with Carl on there. I do feel like sometimes, at least with Dream and Tommy and their interactions, you need one other person that's a bit more stronger, like a bit more level-headed, but also very forward to keep them from arguing the whole time. So like now, I'm a little worried about their team. I feel like Dream is just strong enough to just come in second 2 and just battle for the one spot just because of how tryhard he is, and Tommy is that tryhard too. So they could do great things, but I feel like Carl and Punk aren't going to be able to rein in their chaos. I don't really know all much about Carl's playstyle or how he is with Minecraft in specific, but I imagine he's probably really cracked. I imagine he's probably pretty good.
Carl's cracked, dude.
He's good, but he's just like, I feel like if I compare him and Tommy though, like Tommy is like they might be like slightly separated when it comes to like their energy level and how they act and how they play off of each other. Because you've seen them around each other, like their energy, like they are good when it comes to like playing off of each other. So that means we also have to think like Dream is Dream. Like Dream and Tommy have a love-hate relationship. So like, are they finna love each other? Or are they gonna hate each other on the same team? Like, I don't even know what we're gonna get from them two, but I'm excited to find out.
I definitely agree. Like, and I feel like that was the difference. Like with SBI, I feel like their personalities, their chemistry is really what got them where they are. And that's the reason why you will never see them on the same team in MCC again, not only just because of how skilled they are together, but the way each member bounces off of each other and helps keep each other's energy high. And I see that being that's a threat. You know, morale is a huge threat in competitive anything. Morale is huge. So my third team is going to be Green Geckos, and the reason why I chose them, Niachu, honestly, I feel like is slept on. She actually places top for quite a bit of different competitions, especially the last MCC. Apparently, she was one of the top people. So I think she's kind of a sleeper person, and when you got Jack and Niachu in the same team, that chemistry is already there.
They were last time too.
Yeah, you got that chemistry going.
The Rocket Duo.
The Rocket Duo.
They're the Rocket Duo. I just found that out.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
love
somebody
that.
commented, they're like, you need to watch Rocket Duo moments. Like, who's a Rocket Duo? Like, what? And they were like, and then they told me like Jack and Nikki, and I was like, oh wait, that's all you had to say.
So there's one team in all this that nobody has mentioned yet, and I think it may just be because of my speedrunning background, but I had third place as the Pink Parrots, and that's because Fruit Berries is on the Pizza Hut level of like the god tier players, and Illumina is like, the profile picture is fitting. Illumina is like an assassin. He comes in and he dominates whenever he gets to play, and I'm like, if Vixella and Critic Zeus can just contribute on that team, like they definitely stand a chance at being up near the top.
I will definitely agree with you there, Yo, because I mean, Fruit Berries, I'm not saying carried his team to Dodgeball, but Fruit Berries carry. I mean, Fruit Berries is Fruit Berries and Illumina together, that might even be the best duo, not necessarily a team, but the best duo on this MCC. So I'll give you that.
I think you have to go with them. I mean, Illumina has world records in Minecraft for things that I didn't even know existed, like getting all the achievements, and it was like a 16-hour speed run, like wild stuff like that. Because like for some of the achievements, you have to inflict yourself with every status ailment in Minecraft at the same time, and that was just like part of the video for him.
I can't believe, but you know what though? I have heard of Illumina. Illumina has been constantly recommended to me to watch for actually the last several months. Honestly, it's just been a creator on the rise. But you already know I picked Purple Pandas last time because of Fruit Berries. I know about Fruit Berries. I didn't even watch MCC. I don't watch Minecraft. But somehow I know Fruit Berries is crazy. I already know. And then I watched that MCC and just completely exceeded my expectations. It sucks that they didn't place where I wanted them to place, but it doesn't matter. Fruit Berries, just consistent.
Well, Nate, you know why you know about Illumina, right? There's outside of Dream, there's one player that Technoblade fears. And actually, Technoblade don't fear Dream. There's one player that Technoblade fears, and that is Illumina. And Technoblade in all of his MCC videos, like, there's not many players that Technoblade literally considers an equal and is like, you know, especially on what's it called, where they're essentially it's a PvP team battle.
Not Hunger Games. Hunger Games?
Thank you, Hunger Games.
Yeah, Hunger Games.
Technoblade will say, no, oh my god, that's Lumina's team. Let's go the other way. Like, that's why you know Illumina, because Technoblade fears Illumina. And if Technoblade fears you, you're a god tier.
Yeah.
And then my other two picks, I mean, you guys have said almost everything I think you can say about these, but number two, I gotta go with Cyan Coyotes because of the same, I don't know, I just see Tommy trying to like outdo Dream and either like overstressing himself or just, I don't know. I feel like the synergy's not there the same way it would be with like Tommy and Tubbo or like Dream and Sapnap. So I hope they win, but it'll be interesting to see. And then my winning team, because again, I think a lot of people sleep on Tubbo and MCC. I'm going with the Red Rabbits. Sapnap is incredible in MCC. Tubbo's awesome too. And I think they're going to go farther than people give them credit for. We're at the point now, friends. Are y'all ready for some games?
Yes! Bring them on.
Let's go!
I'm hoping this doesn't flop. I've spent way too much time finding this. So we had been doing 2 truths and a lie, but this time around, I wanted to try something new with Dream SMP out of context. And I've got 5 quotes here. And your mission as the players is going to be to tell me what member of the Dream SMP said these quotes. Some of them are long, some of them are short, some of them are just weird, but I think it's going to be pretty good.
So this means you too, chat. Keep count. Let us know in the comments what you guys do, because we want to see if you guys beat us, right? So me, Joey, and Nate are going to try and... How do we beat? Is there a beating you on this, or is it just whoever gets the highest number?
I mean, it would be whoever gets the highest number. If somebody gets more right than wrong, then they would beat me by default, you know? I only get a point if all three of you whiff.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
I figured that'll make it a little bit more balanced. That way I'm not just running up the score. But I've got my pad and paper and my pen. And this first one is a long one, but here we go. All right, so the first of 5 quotes. It starts, he tweeted at me, little did he know this was going to be the biggest mistake of his life, because I know how to make people's lives hell just by being myself. And when I say being myself, I fully mean being myself. Who said that?
And there's no A, B, C, and D?
There's not an A. You have to get someone on the Dream
okay.
SMP.
Gee, I see what you're doing. Oh, and you put in there.
And that was how it was on the site where I found it.
Do you want me to go first? I already know my answer.
All right, what's your answer?
Wilbur Soot.
Wilbur Soot for Hot Sauce Beats.
Boom. WS, fam. WS. Stands for Wilbur Soot, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Why am I leaning towards techno?
Oh,
because
shit.
I feel like this is something that techno definitely would say. So I'm going techno.
I like your answer, Joey. I like it better
I'm
than mine.
scared, but I feel like that's something he would say.
It does.
I feel like I would go with techno if I felt like he tweets like this, and I read some of his stuff, and I feel like he doesn't say it like this. Or wait, this is a quote, right? It's not a tweet. This is a quote. So they said
the beginning of the quote was he tweeted at me.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah. See, I feel like, but then
Sounds
again,
like something he would say, but not something he would tweet.
Yeah,
exactly. It does sound like something he would say.
If I'm being honest, I'm just trying to talk you out of putting Technoblade because I think I don't like my answer anymore. I'm using strategy now. Nate, do not put Technoblade. Technoblade.
That makes me want to pick it when you do that.
Please be Wilbur. Please be Wilbur.
I think actually I'm gonna pick Tommy. I'm gonna say that Tommy said this just because. Now this is the thing. Tommy normally is not this self-conscious. I'll admit he's not this self-conscious where he's like, or not self-conscious, but aware. He's not usually this aware of the fact that he comes off annoying. But every now and then he is, and I feel like this is one of those moments where he's self-aware enough to be like, no, I am the most annoying person on the Dream SMP. You shouldn't have tweeted at me. And
all right, well, Hot Sauce said Wilbur, Joey went with Techno, and Nate goes with TommyInnit.
I thought he was about to tell me, Hot Sauce, you got it right.
No.
You got me in my heart. Sorry, yes.
So that is a point for me because this was the speech that H-Bomb gave right before he did the super sexy transformation sequence into Fundy's Cat Maid.
Oh, so we're going deep.
That's why he said, I fully mean, and then it showed him in the dress being myself.
Oh, that's so fire.
We're going. I don't even know what we're talking about. So that's deep.
All right, good, yo.
All right, Mr. Host, you're up 1. That was a good one. I know now I need to A game. That was my B game. I'm stepping it up. I underestimated you, and I will not do it again, sir.
So for these next couple, I'm going to give you some choices because they are shorter quotes, and I feel like it'll help.
We have choices. Okay.
Yes, I've had time to improvise. All right, so quote number 2. Queasy chum-bungled lard, that's a horrible name to have to live with. I'll put it in Discord, and I'll give you the choices.
I went first last time. Someone else go.
Your choices are Fundy, Charlie Slimesicle, or what was the other name I wrote down?
Did you just drop a key off your keyboard or something?
Niachu. No, I dropped my paper on the ground.
Wait.
Queasy chum
bungled lard. What a horrible name to have to live with.
Charlie Niachu.
This is horrible.
So I just want to say, there's not a fourth option, right?
Right.
And like hearing it in my head, it's not lighting up. I can pick two people who I feel like would have said that it's scaring me, but I want to go with Charlie.
Damn it! Damn it! Fuck strategy.
I'm gonna go with Charlie. Slime sickle it is.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and pick Fundy for this one. Go ahead, Hot Sauce.
Can I ask you a question, Nate?
Yeah.
Did you pick Fundy because of strategy or because that's who you think it is?
It's because of who I think it is, and it just happens to mash with strategy.
I know I was the one that said something about strategy, but I 100% feel like this is something. Ain't no way Nikki would say this. I mean, maybe she. I gotta go with, because immediately when I read this, I thought Charlie. So I'm going. I'm sorry. I truly feel like Charlie. I know, Nate. I see your pain in your eyes.
He betrayed you.
I know. I'm sorry. But that's why I asked him. He said because he thought it was funny. If he would have said he picked Fundy because of strategy, I would have picked Nikki.
You're locking in with Charlie. Yes. Final answer.
All three of us are going with our gut instincts on this, not strategy. So I think I'm okay here. I'm going with Charlie. Please don't be Nikki.
Well, yes, Hot Sauce. It was a Charlie quote.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Woo!
I don't know what reference that's in reference to, but I love the line. Also, this is another very quick, out of context quote. The quote is 2 times the cheese, 2 times the disease. Who said 2 times the cheese, 2 times the disease? Was it Technoblade, Ronbu, Filza, or Wilbur Soot?
I know this one.
Yeah,
I know this one. I 100%. I know who said this.
Well, thank you, because you're up next, Nate.
It's Rambu.
Yep.
Rambu definitely said this.
I stick with that too.
Go ahead.
I agree. No, I feel like I've heard him say this too. Like, I completely agree.
It was on a vlog, right? I think it was on a vlog, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was the American Cooking one, where he's in with Tubbo. And
yes, we made that.
Oh yes!
Oh damn it! You're so right.
Yes! Yes! Let's go!
Rambo.
All right.
That's how you know we are Raptors, my friends.
This is still anyone's game. Hot Sauce and Joey both have 2. Me and Nate both have 1. Are you ready for the next quote?
No.
Joey likes to lead right now. Can we stop?
It's coming anyway. The next quote, number 4. The blocks are falling from the sky and we're going to die. Little baby Jesus has screwed us for the last time. Was that Technoblade, Fundy, Tubbo, or Errit?
Oh shit, I don't know. Okay.
The blocks are falling from the sky and we're going to die. Little baby Jesus has screwed us for the last time.
For the record, I thought this was on TommyInnit's Minecraft mod where the TNT's falling. So when you read this, I thought this was TommyInnit saying this on that Minecraft mod.
The thing is, too, is I was thinking before he listed the options, I was thinking it was from a Tommy video with Dream when they were doing the whole Pog thing, like People of God. And I thought that that's where this was going when he read out the quote. And then when he read out the options, I was like, oh, no.
I had a quote picked, by the way. It was Dream's whole speech about, like, I don't go around telling people I'm God. I almost used that one, but I decided against it.
I would have got that one so quick. All right, who wants to answer first here?
Well, I guess if
jump
we're
out
going...
and scream. I'm gonna go with Tubbo. Just because I feel like I literally can hear Tubbo screaming something like this. Just one of those like high pitched voices, like running around screaming, being Tubbo screaming this out. I'm not 100% sure on that. You're gonna go with Tubbo.
I'll go with Techno. I feel like this is something very poetic that Techno would just say on a spur, and you're like, man, this dude's a genius. It sounds very poetic, right? Doesn't that sound poetic?
It does.
Baby Jesus has screwed us for the last time. Sweet baby Jesus.
So the only reason why I wouldn't go with Techno is just because he said he was an atheist. So why would he say the little baby Jesus thing? Now maybe he was joking, but like I just feel like if you're gonna be an atheist, then why would you make jokes like that? It wouldn't make like that wouldn't compute to you. But then again, it's Techno.
Are you stupid? Are you calling me stupid? Is that what you just say it? You call me stupid, bro. You said hot sauce beats. Your answer is shit.
I feel like this is something I can hear it in his husky, deep voice, like something epic, like Jesus has screwed us for the last time, or something. I don't know how it sounds, but like deep.
All right, so we've got hot sauce going with Techno, Joey going with Tubbo, and Eric going with Nate. Eric has picked Nate. For the blocks, they're falling from the sky, and we're going to die. Little baby Jesus has screwed us for the last time. That was, in fact, a Tubbo line.
Oh, look at you, Joey. And it would be Joey to get that. Because he loves Tubbo. So it makes sense that you would understand it.
But your final out of context quote. Fish are blanking weird, dude. Maybe it's the fact that they don't have dicks. Who said that? Is it Fundy, Philza, Wilbur Soot, or TommyInnit? Fish are blanking weird, dude. Maybe it's the fact that they don't have dicks.
Crap.
This is as out of context as you can get.
Yo, this might be the toughest one with options, hands down.
Why would you pick this?
I could see all four of them saying this, right? Couldn't you guys see all four of them saying this?
Yeah, in some capacity. Yeah. Yep.
You want me to go first?
But I'm trying to remember a conversation. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, you can go first. In my mind, I think I know who it is, but out loud, it's not adding up.
TommyInnit. Sounds really wacky. I can see all four of them saying it, but
I'm gonna go Fundy.
Thank you for choosing something different, Joey. Because you could have gone with TommyInnit, and no matter what, you would have won.
You know what? Because I feel like Philza and Wilbur definitely have weird conversations together. I've seen them Wilbur talk about sand for 15 minutes, and Philza just sit there and like not pay attention. And then Tommy says stuff like this on a day-to-day basis, which I feel like that's what makes it too obvious that it might be Tommy. So I'm gonna go with Fundy.
I like it.
I feel like yeah.
No, go ahead. Sorry, Nate.
I was going to say, yeah, I feel like it's actually that last word in there that makes me say it's Tommy, just because it's such a common word in his vocabulary, unfortunately. You know? And then it's like with Wilbur, I remember the whole fish conversation being a thing multiple times, whether it was the Morph Mod video, which is one of my favorites, hands down, period. Yes. Or it's the video where Amfish, which is another kind of Morph Mod video on, I think that's the Origin SMP. Like, it's like, I remember both of those, and I don't remember Wilbur saying anything like that specifically, just because he always was just so with it with the fish. He didn't seem to question how weird the fish were or anything. He just was like, whatever happens, all the weird stuff, whatever animal he shifts into, he's just kind of with it. So I feel like he wouldn't question it. Which is why I feel like this is a Tommy quote.
And real quick,
final answer, Nate.
It's my final answer.
Real quick, YoBGS, before you say the answer, with Nate talking about TommyInnit Minecraft mod videos, I just want to put in a plug for YoBGS.
Yeah.
He has a TommyInnit Minecraft mod tier list, and
Check
it's
it
freaking
out.
amazing. Check it out.
That was so much fun to make. Like, I went back and binged all of those. I was dying. We now have to go to a tiebreaker because it is, in fact, TommyInnit.
Woo! Woo! The crowd goes wild.
Let's see here.
It just seemed too obvious.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
What is that?
What is it? I don't know. Is something different? Can I say something? You guys not ready for that? You don't like me being on a tiebreaker. Is that what it is? You wish I would have lost?
When did you pull this out?
Now. Did you not hear when I started doing this? It just happened now. My voice just changed.
You sound so adorable.
Aw, thank you. Wait, are you saying I wasn't adorable before?
Oh no.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I don't know.
All right.
You're good.
You'll go down to 3 choices for this one. I don't want to give you 2 because I don't want strategy to just take over.
That good point. Good point.
Okay, so your quote is
It's me versus you, Joey.
Oh no.
the possibly final quote.
Okay.
Looking left because she didn't treat me right. Looking right because she left me. Looking up because she let me down. Looking down because she messed up. Is that sapnap, purpled, or foolish?
What? This sounds like a song.
I was literally like who's the artist?
Well, I said this sounds like lyrics. These are really good lyrics.
I know one of them said it on the, I think it was on the SMP, but it was on the out of context quotes list.
Is this by the way, YoBGS, is this a thing? Out of context quotes?
There are tons of people who've been keeping them for like a year now.
My heart is settled on foolish. And I don't know why, because I feel like I've never heard foolish say anything. But like, what has foolish said? You know what? No. Final answer, sapnap. Period. I'm done. Sapnap it is.
Oh man, come on, dude. That's what I was gonna go with.
Listen, we both can be wrong.
God, or do I like? Because that's what I thought it was, and do I force it into double overtime? Because just from watching, like, Sapnap's a pretty confident person, and I feel like this is like a confident, whatever this is, whether it's a lyric. But after watching, so just because for time restrictions, I would, and this isn't putting out like, you know, if I would have said this, but I did feel Sapnap first, but I gave you the option, so I'm gonna let you have Sapnap. After watching Captain Puffy's video for the first time and Purpled giving her the tour, just his personality, I feel is, and not, I guess Foolish is pretty confident too, but my backup guess would have been Purpled, so I'm gonna go with Purpled.
Nate, do you have a guess? Just weighing in on this.
Shit, we're both wrong.
I'm gonna go with Sapnap for my guess, just because Sapnap is pretty confident, but he does have those moments. I've especially noticed during Manhunt. I've never watched him outside of Manhunt. I still need to do that. But what I've noticed in Manhunt, he has those moments where it's like kind of quiet, and he'll say one or two things that, I don't know, kind of give you the feeling like he kind of doesn't think all that highly about himself sometimes. So I feel like this kind of fits within his personality to say randomly.
You guys are right.
Well, we do have a winner.
Oh.
With the come from behind victory, it is Hot Sauce Beats. It was Purpled.
Look at that.
Hold on. You know, a little acceptance speech. I just want to...
Can I say something before you give your speech?
Yes, yeah.
Because you know what? As soon as he mentioned the Captain Puffy tour thing, it clicked in my head that it was Purple, and I was like, fuck, he's right. Like, I knew it. Like, as soon as he said it, I was like, you know what? He's right.
So my acceptance speech is to Captain Puffy, because without reacting to that video for the first time last week, because this just sounds like a very confident thing, and just that whole vibe during that video of Captain Puffy on the Dream SMP for the first time, and Purpled's giving her this tour, like the dude's never on the Dream SMP, but he acts like it's his place. Yeah, so thank you, Captain Puffy. And I just want to thank, you know, my family, thank you, God, and my daughters. Thank you, Dream Team Podcast, for making this episode happen. I love you guys. And thank you, and cheers.
And I went here to the I'm sorting through. It's so hard, and I understand what you guys were talking about, because it's hard to pick just a few of them.
Yeah,
There's so many good ones on there, dude. So, like, shout out to the subscribers that follow us on the Discord or people that answered on our community tab. You guys are killing it with these Would You Rathers. I mean, from Dream SMP topic ones to non-topic ones. It's hard. It's really hard to pick from it because you guys are killing it. So thank you.
Let's see here. So many of the I'm debating how canceled do you all want to be?
What is today's day? Let me check my calendar to see how many.
It's been like 3 days. Let's go full force.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna start off. We're gonna come out guns blazing then. This is Dream SMP talk here, obviously. Since they're both down to one can in life, would you rather kill Tommy or Tubbo? Dream forced you and you have no other choice. I warned you!
Do you guys want me to start off? I know my answer.
Go ahead, take that. You got it.
So I'm gonna say the wrong answer because I feel like more people like heart Tubbo, but I'm a TommyInnit fan through and through. I'm sorry, Tubbo, I love you. You're innocent. I don't think Tubbo really has a hater, and I'm not hating on you, bro. I love TommyInnit more. I'm sorry, Tubbo, you're dead. Bye, Felicia.
Wow.
Oh man, that was cold.
That's cold. It's cold.
My heart is broken.
That's cold. But you know what? It had to be done. And hey, I respect you for coming out the gate and volunteering to give your answer first, honestly, because you're going to be that cannon fodder. We're all going to be hiding behind you. You're going to cancel first.
Let him that one. He got it. I'm gonna have to go with Tommy. Like, I cannot kill Tubbo. There's no way in the world that I could kill Tubbo.
I knew it.
Oh my goodness.
I knew that
Tommy,
answer.
Tommy, I will come to you.
Joey loves himself some Tubbo. I knew where you were going, bud.
Just dang it. Well, I don't have to kill any of them. Like, can we fake his death?
Joey, quick question for you. Would you say Tubbo's becoming one of your, if not your favorite? Because I watch your reactions a lot, man, and I can tell you thoroughly enjoy Tubbo's content. Not saying I don't.
Tubbo is definitely becoming my favorite, my number one. He's still battling. He's still battling for the number one spot. But it's just something about Tubbo. It's just Tubbo reminds me of myself when I was younger. When I was his age, that was me. I would do whatever y'all wanted me to do, but also at the same time, I'm just I don't want to do this. That was me. So when I see him, I just want the best for Tubbo. Not that I don't want the best for Tommy, but I feel like Tubbo needs to be protected at all costs, and I just want to protect him.
I like that.
I understand. I get that. I feel like we all have kind of a fatherly or uncle duty to every character. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, I think this is so rough. I'm gonna have to kill Tommy. I just feel like now I'm not thinking about my own content. I'm not thinking about my fans. I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm thinking about what is better overall for the Dream SMP. And if I'm going with that, I have to kill Tommy off because he's the most chaotic character and he starts most of the crap. It's just is what it is.
So I have to go with Tommy as well. But here's why, because
which way?
I have to Tommy's out. But it's because we already know that Dream feels this weird attachment to Tommy. He doesn't care about Tubbo. So I think if you killed Tommy, there's a chance that he can be brought back, but Dream doesn't care. Dream would not bring Tubbo back for any reason.
Ouch. Ouch.
It's just true.
But
Like,
true.
Dream is
It's 100%
attached
true.
to Tommy. All right, we're gonna keep this rolling because I know that the podcast has gotten a little bit long, but I love this one too. This one's from Ace. Ace said, "Would you rather meet the Dream SMP members in real life but never get on the Dream SMP, or would you like to join the Dream SMP but never meet the members in real life?"
This is good. This is a good one.
This is so easy for me. Like, this
Did you want to stay in your house?
You know, I don't want to stay in my house. You know, sometimes I want to go outside. I feel like meeting them in real life would be so much better than meeting them on the Dream SMP. Because on the Dream SMP, they are playing characters. In the real life, they are themselves. And you get to see the person behind the character. So I definitely would rather hang out with them in person. Do you see the stuff Tommy does? Who would not want to do everything but jump out of an airplane? I'm not doing it.
Can I ask you a question, YoBGS?
Yes.
Can we, when we meet, can it be an IRL vlog as well? So
That's
Dream
what's going on.
SMP is Dream SMP video. Meet in person is a vlog. Can we also do that? Like,
I see no reason why you can't. It just says that if you meet them, you will never be on the Dream SMP. No matter how cool you are, no matter how much you bribe them.
so one vlog or a lot of Dream SMPs. That's how I'm taking it.
But
you-
also not being able to be a part of anything they're a part of in life. If the Dream SMP goes on tour, you know, if they go to VidCon, you can't be there.
Dang.
But also, we can spin it, make it easier. If you meet them in real life, you can't do anything on the Dream SMP, but that does not mean there are not other SMPs that they are on that they do stuff on. Y'all can create your own.
Or they could become backup singers or
Yeah,
Nate
we're working.
aliens or...
Period.
Wait, hold on. YoBGS, this is something I've never even asked, and I don't know if any of it... Do your subscribers have a name?
No, I've just been calling people my friends for the longest time.
Friends.
You
They're just
had-
my friends.
I've never even thought of that until now.
You had something developing in your 400s reaction, and I can't remember what you said, but you said you addressed your chat once, and I don't know if they were the yo-yos. Is that
Yeah,
the thing?
because my channel points on Twitch are also yo-yos.
I like that.
I love
I think that should be... I love that. The yo-yos?
I love it.
I guess that's canon now.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Did that just happen on the Dream Team podcast?
I think it did.
I'm a
The
yo-yo.
yo-yos. I love... You got my vote. I love that. The yo-yos.
Hell yeah.
Can you put your
You
little
bought
cartoon
yourself
face
enough
in the
time,
yo-yo?
Hot Sauce.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have many vlogs, I love vlogs, and I just love the excitement, and I love interacting with someone in real life. Whether it's one of a random vlog or something that's planned, I would choose in real life. I think even though I really hope to dive deep into the gaming world in real life, that for me that would just be amazing. Because I would pick their brain too. I would, just like we did with Evan, I would love to just not because they'd probably get annoyed, but I would love to pick their brain too and just like see what makes them tick.
Like that dude who snuck backstage at the Jake Paul fight. Just give me a job, man. I quit my job to follow you around.
With Logan, he quit $100,000 job. That's cap, by the way. He didn't quit no $100,000.
I'm just imagining Hot Sauce in the back of a Tommy vlog, like everywhere. They're at like the trampoline park, and you just have a pen and paper. Like, dude, just give me some advice.
Tommy, I'm over here.
All right. I guess I should probably answer. So the thing is this, I would love to do the real life thing, but I imagine, especially for someone like Dream, he's not going to want pictures or video. And the other thing too is the idea that I'm not owed pictures. I'm not owed video or a vlog. Like, I might be able to meet them, but there was nothing in the terms of like they have to film with me or even take pictures with me. So in my mentality, I was thinking they meet them, but with no cameras or anything. And I don't know how long that might be. I don't know how comfortable they'll be with meeting someone that watches, like, reacts to their videos in person without messaging them first anywhere or anything like that. So it sounds like to me, I'm walking somewhere and I meet up with them, and that's how this happens. And it happens completely off camera. Would I take that over the DSMP? I don't know. I feel like if I'm offered that opportunity to be on the DSMP and meet them, I feel like they're going to be way more comfortable with talking with me. Whatever questions I have, anything I want, and I can immediately turn that into content, and I'm whitelisted forever, which means that if they did want to bring me back on, I'm now a fixture of the Dream SMP. And there's no
Professor Nate, just break it down. I hear you, Professor.
I'm thinking I'm like, well, is it gonna be like? Of course, there's got to be all these rules, right, and stipulations. But I imagine if it's gonna be like a meeting on the Dream SMP and his Dream, seeing the way he treats his fans and the way he will go into lobbies and just meet up and take pictures with them, I'm imagining I'm gonna get that same kind of treatment if I meet him on the Dream SMP, as opposed to if I try to meet him in real life and be like, yeah, can I get a quick flip? No, bro, I'm faceless. It's not happening.
Done.
That is the problem, right? You are meeting a bunch of faceless people. I don't know. See, now Nate kind of swung me because there is also a very... And nobody's been added to the SMP since Michael McChill. It's been a few months.
Oh, really?
So if somebody gets added again, it's going to be a big... Like, it's going to make that person's channel. Yeah. But to not be able to... You know, because then it's going to be this weird environment where whenever they go somewhere, you know, when conventions start happening again, where's Nate Alyn? Is Nate Alyn real? You know what I mean? Or is Nate Alyn just Tommy doing a voice? We don't really know. Like, people start to question whether or not you exist, even if you have a face cam.
I already know he's got the corpse voice, so yeah, it could be Tommy too.
There we go. I think yeah, it's tough. I
would say being on the Dream SMP, I think, because you can stream that for... I feel like there's more potential content and better relationships that can form over that time than there would be if you just meet them somewhere, even if you do a vlog.
That's true. I mean, just look at us. We've never met in real life, and you know, I feel like we're definitely forming a brotherhood, and
true.
We're literally East Coast to the West Coast with two of us in the middle. I mean, 100%.
But that would be the annoying thing, though, if people are like, are you going to TwitchCon? No, the terms of this demon agreement have prevented me from going because Tommy's going to be there. Like, you eventually wouldn't be able to enjoy any of, like, being out there.
Like, sorry, I can't make it. I joined the Dream SMP and I'm not allowed to be in the same room as them. Wait, what?
He filed a restraining order.
Horrible.
All right. We'll do one more. The last question is from Esther Faith. And they said, would you rather be stuck inside for 20 years or stuck outside for 20 years?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh.
Now here, hold on. YoBGS, you have not answered one first yet. Do you want to take this reign, or because you're the host, you don't?
I'll go ahead and take this one first. I feel like, man, being like, I don't know, being outside, you know, being able to go to like the lake or just walk around. There's so much of that that's necessary. And I think if you wanted to try and cheese it, you could be like, oh, well, if I can't be in a car, I can be in a convertible maybe. So you could at least like go places and do things. But being stuck inside, I don't know. Like because when I read this question, I had this like visceral reaction to the thought of being stuck inside for 20 years. So I got to go with stuck outside because something in me just did not like the idea of being cooped up.
Does that mean like we can go stay in like hotels and stuff? Because if I have to just be stuck
you gotta camp, Joe. You gotta camp. 20 years, bro.
No, then leave me in my house turning into a couch potato because I've never been camping, never in my life.
Dream Team podcast goes camping.
The outdoors
First
and
vlog.
me do not get along, so I don't. But being inside, I feel like I die. Like, who wants to sit in here, look at the same walls, the same TV show, the same windows for 20 years?
Maybe you could get one of those bubbles from the Tommy vlog, and you could just like roll yourself to like the coffee shop. Technically, I'm inside. I'm inside the bubble.
Wow.
I'm like, door dashing and all that stuff can only do so much. Like, oh my goodness. Like, you would miss like being able to just like go to a grocery store or like go visit your grandma. Like, it's like those little things like being stuck outside. You can like just get in your car and go. But if you stuck in the house, it's like, can people come see me?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
you're
Like,
inside.
people come over. Like, I'm not stuck. Oh, my AirPods are dying.
I think I'd rather also be stuck outside, and although I am on the fence just because as gamers, we figure out how to make fun out of being inside for a long time. I mean, there's all kinds of thousands of video games and endless entertainment for us. With that being said, I went through quarantine. I was done with it. All right. I don't want to be forced to be anywhere in one spot for no year 2. I already know I would lose my mind after year 2. So I would have to pick stuck outside just for that freedom, just so that I can still have the option of smelling the air. I'm good off of being stuck.
Well, Nate, just to caveat to your being a gamer and internet, I mean, 100%. They have amazing gaming laptops. So yeah, that can be done outside to eat all day as long as you got good internet. Which you
Extension cord and a switch.
Yeah, you can park next to a McDonald's or Starbucks and do that. But this one was a super easy one for me. 100%, I'd go outside. I need interaction with people. I need to see nature and fresh air. I literally have fans on in every single room because I can't stand dead air. I need cycling of air. And if I wasn't outside, I would literally go crazy. Luckily for me, my job is HVAC, and apparently people die without heating or air. So during quarantine, I was going in people's homes, which was kind of weird. But I would have gone crazy during quarantine if I was in my home. Literally, I would have gone bananas.
DTP takes outdoors.
But a weekend of me grinding and being on, like, literally usually that Monday, I don't do any uploading because I'm burnt out for a day. I need to get out after 3 days. So yeah, 100% I'd be outside.
All right. Well, that is the Dream SMP podcast, or the Dream Team podcast, episode 5. I hope I did an all right job hosting. It's going to be fun to edit this down. I know that.
You did amazing.
You can always go to our community tab, check out some of the Would You Rathers, leave comments, answer for yourself, check out our Discord because we've got a whole Would You Rather tab there as well. And yeah, make sure you follow these guys, Joey Sings, Nate Alyn, Hot Sauce Beats. This has been unreal.
And yourself.
I mean, you can follow me as well. All the links to all the videos we covered and stuff will be in the description. And keep an eye out for the next podcast, and keep an eye out for Minecraft Rising, because who knows who could be showing up.
Hopefully us.
Right, and we're going to post some fan art here as well to take y'all home. Have a good one.